Greetings, loves. I want y'all to pay attention to the lies, the contradictions, versus the answer she gave when I asked the questions.
Like, she was going through the actions. She was breastfeeding a lot, and she would hold the baby a lot and breastfeed. So technically, she wasn't doing anything wrong, but it was more like she was just holding and feeding the baby. I didn't really feel a good bonded vibe, but that's just my short time there. So, okay, I'm gonna read these now. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. Where am I from? I'm from New York. I was raised in New York, so I'd say after my 5 years in the wilderness, so I was born in nature. That's what I would say. But I'm from New York. I was raised in New York until I was a teenager. And then my parents, my mother and my stepfather, my evil stepfather, they brought me to the West Coast. And no nurturing the baby. I mean, no, not really. Like, I know that when I got there, when I went to Nicaragua and spent time with the family before Chief was in the prison, I noticed that all of a sudden, I love that little baby because I was always like loving on her and playing peekaboo and like talking to her.
She was obsessed with that baby. She wanted that baby.
And she was always smiling, and she was just a sweet little sweetheart. I mean, what a precious little child. She really deserves, a really happy and healthy, normal life. That's what I would say. No, we were never in New York City. We were in San Francisco. I'm a Leo with the Cancer moon.
Didn't I tell all y'all that New York stuff?
Where did Syria come in? I heard that too. That I was from Syria and that I was a foreign Muslim. I am a Muslim, mashallah, alhamdulillah. I am a Muslim, and before I went to the carbonation group, that was one of the things that Chief had kind of discouraged that so I decided that, so I could, better adjust to the group, that was probably a good idea for my own sake, because I didn't want to be like the only one that was like the Muslim and hijab and stuff when you kicked him out.
So you denounce your religion. Oh, and I noticed that still now, even she's not wrapped, but she was before she got there. So what are you really? I mean,
no, we left San Francisco. We went all the way down south. No, they didn't take any money from me. No, I bought things for us. Like, I bought the hotel room. I bought, some plane tickets. I didn't have to do any of those things. I wanted to. I volunteered it because I wanted to see how it all played out. I wanted to help them. I had promised that I was going to help them, and I did. Yeah, they're vegan. They're definitely vegan. Even the Chinese food, everybody's always asked about the Chinese food. The Chinese food was vegan. Yeah, no, they don't mess around. When it comes to their diet, these people do not mess around. I'm really admirable of how strict they are in their dietary beliefs. And I admire them for that.
Don't mean healthy.
Would you video chat with him to clear things up? I think eventually. I don't think right now. We're in the South America. I'm not going to continue to help them financially but they eat eggs. Well, here's the thing. The pregnant women were eating eggs a couple months ago, or breastfeeding women. And so he was letting the girls eat eggs for a while, and I was like really happy about that because I was like, good job, they're going to be able to gain weight and stuff. So Um, so I started eating eggs too, and then I got a little bit more chubby. But then when I just was with them just now on our travels, we were at the breakfast in the hotel, and he came to the table, and I had like a little thing of, it was mostly, potatoes and fruit, but I had a
She got chubby off of eating the eggs.
little thing of eggs on my plate, and I had a cup of coffee. And he was like, "What's that, Khajjah? You eating eggs and drinking coffee?" Oh my gosh, you would have think I was like the most naughtiest girl in the world. I was like, it's just a little coffee. I don't know. So they're in South America. I'm not going to ever give their location or anything, but
Ever.
Tron wouldn't eat a pulled pork sandwich. No. What do you think about the nursing passing the baby from tit to tit? She only nurses the baby. Nobody else does. My real name is Khadijah. I live right by Mexico. I live like on the Mexico border. No, I guess he told me that Carbonation didn't drink coffee because it was like, what's that called? It has caffeine in it. It has, it's not amphetamine. What is that called? What is it called? Caffeine. It's like a stimulant. Stimulant, yes. I didn't say anything spectacular. I'm sorry, I don't know. Acidic. No. I mean,
Does she smoke? What's going on with her teeth?
no, they're not. Stimulant, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read some more. Okay. Okay, does Velvet still get an SSI check? No, Velvet, as far as I know, Velvet doesn't get anything. Did I go there to take Eliana's place as chiefess? No. Are you going live? Yes. Okay, hold on. Was I in love with Eligio? I did love him, yes. I still do love him. But, man, I'm telling you, that girl, she's something, man. She is something. She's really, she's the poison of the group. That's just how it is. I mean, and I didn't even really have a problem with her, but her immature, like, she's mature in so many ways. Like, I mean, her maturity as far as, like, she puts up with a lot of crap. She's only 22 years old, but she's really immature and really evil in other ways. Like, I mean, just about all that. Like, she basically ruined her whole, like, hopes of, like, getting a plot of land and everything, because that was gonna be on me. Like, she had a temper tantrum and ruined it for them. Like, they don't have my help. I was there to buy land. The next day we were going to look at the land, and she blew it. She blew it. You hear that, Chief? Your wife, she blew it. I'm sorry, man. You need to get rid of her. Okay. Am I still following Carbonation? No, I blocked all of them immediately when I put them out of the room, because I knew that if I didn't block them, they would block me first, and I was like, no, I'm not going to let them have any more control over me, or let them think that I'm letting him control me, because I wasn't. He knew that, but there was a certain point he had to, like, maintain his, manhood and, look like he was in control in front of Eliana, or I think she would have lost, whatever respect she had for him. Do I regret reaching out to Chief? No, not at all. He said you knew before he went to jail. Is he a pedophile? I don't think he's a pedophile. I mean, short of the making love on the bed with the baby. I mean, that was that was not right, but I wouldn't call him a pedophile because of that. I had a talk with him at one point, and I told him, if anybody ever over there in Carbonation, you or anybody ever touched my kids, my daughter, I'll fucking kill you. And he knew. I don't fuck around. I was serious. And I could tell by his answer that he was an innocent person as far as that
Get your
went.
ass out of
Now, now here comes this day, and, I see the incident of them, doing stuff on the
You
bed.
can tell by a lot of his other, not answers, but statements out of his own mouth that his mindset and his actions in that department aren't innocent. So the lie detector test says you tried it.
With the baby awake and fussing, that's not okay. And that could be, at the very least, it's just not okay. So, they're saying I was jealous? No, I wasn't jealous. Definitely not jealous. Okay, can we call in? Yeah, I'm going to do that in a minute. Let me just look through these questions. Okay, hold on. Is Eliana as mean as everyone says? She was wonderful until that last day when she started flipping out. Where are you from and what is your ethnicity? I am Ukrainian, Irish, German, Russian, some Persian, from the border of Iran and Afghanistan.
Where's Petty at? Because Petty was like, just say you right.
Native American, and other variety of European. Okay, let's see. Now, okay. You thought you could buy your position? My position is what? I had the option to claim whatever position I wanted. It was just a matter of me, going for it. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want her place. I'm not going to be anybody's second best. I was there to go into the nature with this group of people who I thought, were going to be at least cool to hang out with. But I mean, Eliana and her episodes or whatever they call them, I couldn't handle that. So no, it just, there's no hard feelings. Oh, am I a pill popper? No,
Eliana need to get some help.
I take a blood pressure, 25 milligram blood pressure. I have to take one in the morning and one at night because I've just overly high blood pressure for a girl my age.
You mean an old woman, and you overweight. Stop. Get your what the?
And so it's called metoprolol tartrate, 25 milligrams. And if there's any medical professionals here, I'm sure you'll know that that's a really mild blood pressure. Her name is Velvet. Well, she doesn't prefer to be called that, so I mean, there's no need for me to be cruel to a girl, and call her by a name that she doesn't answer to. We are vegan. I mean, I was vegan when I was there, but metoprolol. Yeah, I was living.
You don't have to be a medical professional. You can just Google it. Okay. I mean, as a pharmacy tech, I know what that is. But you can have a pharmacy book, a book of prescriptions. That'd be a medical professional. Call out something and research it. Lady, keep it
Let
moving.
me say, when I was in Nicaragua with them, the carbonation with Minus Chief, these people, they were solid. They were wonderful people, caring, very nice, the men were like basically serving and worshiping the women of the group. I mean, just really respectful. I felt just nothing but love from them. And especially the guys, they were just so respectful and so intelligent. And,
They had company food.
don't really even interact with the women in the group, except for there's a couple of couples there. And so the women,
Wait, this profile picture says loving mommy of 3. Do you think that there should be children there being raised, knowing how they are and their mental status? Looks like a picture, white guy with a black boy.
the wives, we all stayed in like one room and hung out there all day in the room together. And then like the other girls, they would come and go and stuff. And then they would cook and bring us food. And then the guys would like do all of the like hard cleaning and like packing and moving and doing all things. They were just really nice, respectful people. I have nothing bad to say about the carbonation people. Yeah, Aya's with them. Everybody's with them.
See? You hear that? Okay. Now later on when I asked them, she said they're going to join them. But now she's saying that everybody is with them already. If she kicked them out the hotel and part ways, how does she even know all of this? Okay.
How old am I? I'm 38.
That's all? What? No way.
No, I think Joy's going back soon. I haven't followed them in about, I don't know, several days, so
Nice.
I have everybody blocked. But as far as I know, Joy was heading back there soon. How is Sheba's baby? He was born prematurely. Very prematurely, actually. And, I think that he's going to have a little bit of a developmental delay. But, he's still little, so it's like when I was there, even though he was, a month old or something, it was like he was still supposed to be in the womb. And so, Allah bless him. He's just a little baby, he can't help it, and I think that he'll be fine, inshallah. Oh, you thought I was older, that I was 45?
52.
How come he lets me take pills? Well, because I don't follow what rules some man gives me. He lost that control when he tried to tell me that I needed to proclaim that I was God. So I ran with that. And I told him, hey, I've got these blood pressure pills, and I'm going to take them twice a day, see? And he was like, oh, do you think you really need that? I said, do you want me to die of a heart attack? And he was like, no. So, he's not stupid. I mean, come on. No, Sheba had a C-section. I've seen the scar on her little belly.
Lies.
No, she really had a C-section.
Lies.
Yeah, I'll tell you anything. Ask me anything.
You'll lie too.
No, I was going to buy some land there. We've been planning it for about 6 months, Chief and I. Am I getting tested for STDs? No, I'm not sexually active. Hey, I was going with the flow. If if he wanted to call me his wife, then, that was fine with me. Do they take showers? Daily? Most of the girls, I would say, I saw them showering every day. I did.
Nice.
Did they talk about Mama Dia? They talked nicely of her. Like, they would say, oh, remember when Mama Dia did this? Like, they seemed like they were, very fond of her and had good memories. It wasn't, there was no talk about, anything like y'all talk about it was just, you guys, she went in there, this is, from what I feel about the situation, from what I know of them, but this is just my opinion, is that I think that Eligio, when sometimes if you don't get him to pay attention and say, look, like I did, I said, I have these medications and I need to take them, twice a day. And he was kind of like, you don't need that. I was like, do you want me to have a heart attack and die? And he was like, no. You know what I mean? That definitely got to him. So I think that in Mama Dia's case, that I could see him just casually saying like, oh, we don't take medication here. And perhaps, somebody who's not really sure, like, hey, that's really an important thing. Like, you want to just kind of, okay, whatever. It's not going to be important. I can see that would happen. And, it's really easy. You have a little bit of a high blood pressure or a heart problem.
She explained it wrong, but basically what this dodo cat is trying to say is that basically what she feels is that he told her, Mama Dia, that, they don't take medication there and she doesn't need her medication. And he has admitted to saying that. And Mama Dia trusted him and believed in him. And she believed that the whole process of being there, the experience, the surroundings, the people, the food, would eventually take the place of the medication naturally, nature, all of that. And it would eliminate the need for her to have the medication. She decided to believe in that. Okay.
You think that, probably living it with fresh air and food could probably, why would I have high blood pressure anymore, right? Because, I might have even thought that after a while, if I felt okay. And, but I could see how that could be a thing. And then, you just don't wake up one day. I definitely don't think that they had anything to do with, murdering her or purposely not letting her take her pills. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. Like, you just have to basically say, hey, this is what I need to do. And you're not going to...
Whatever Mama Dia's status was, it would make sense for them to have a medical professional there to monitor her and to have a step-down program in place for her. And, not to get into all of that, but let's keep going.
Tell me not to. Because he didn't try to tell me to do what to do. He might have suggested things, but I just looked at him like, I'm going to do what I want to do. Oh, Madonna. I love Madonna. Back when I was like in grade school, I dressed up like Lucky Star Madonna for Halloween one year.
Good for you.
Yeah, that was good. Remember Lucky Star Madonna? Oh, that was an awesome outfit. You told her to stop taking your meds. I didn't personally have that talk with him, so. Yeah, he might like them weaker than me, but that was never a problem. Like, he always pretty much let me do whatever I wanted to do, and even Nana was like, it makes me angry when she was telling me after she had her punching the hole in the wall episode in the hotel. She was
now she punched a hole in the wall. How many times does she keep saying she punched a hole in the wall? But when I asked her, there was no damage.
Like, you know what really upsets me about you, Khajjah, is that Chief is like, so he like holds you up on a pedestal and he lets you do anything you want, and he's never been like this with any other wife. And I was like, yeah.
Aliana came in with her jealousy tendencies, but she failed to realize that this was a business thing. Girl.
But, that was nice. That was nice to hear that I was special.
You're not special.
I mean, you guys keep saying it was my money. It was not really that much money, and it was no...
It was your money. You know it was. You know all of what it was. You know exactly what it was.
Big deal. Like, I mean, they had their own money too. They were getting donations. You guys know what? They're getting donations from like DreamWorks Studio in Hollywood, yo, like $5,000 at a time.
At a time. At a time. But when I asked her, it was just a one-time thing that I know of. That I know of. It was just a one-time thing that I know of. But listen to her.
From like major companies, they're giving them donations.
Companies. Plural. Plural. Listen to this. How did Jazzy say it? It must be your money because it ain't your face.
So... yeah, I did tell him to leave the baby with me. Because at first, when I first threw her out, when I first told Nana to leave after she had started punching holes in the...
She gonna tell this woman to leave and leave her baby with her. Dang, witch, you wanted Dorothy's shoes, didn't you?
While holding the baby in the hallway, I said, get the F out of my room. I said, this is not allowed. And she goes, what about the baby? And he was like, you're just going to throw my baby out in the middle of the night? I said, no, the baby doesn't have to go. I wanted that baby safe and healthy.
You wanted that baby, period. Didn't you? Just like right here in this profile picture of Loving Mommy at 3. You wanted the baby, didn't you? Of course you did.
Why would a company donate to them? I think my idea is because they get requests to do shows, movies, documentary series. I think that probably there's companies that want to show them like, hey, look, we're supporting you, go with us. Yeah, I have some real estate. I rent